Alrighty, let's go live, everybody. Let me turn up the volume on this. Okay, so we are live right now. I appreciate you guys. Smash that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're in the room or if you're watching this rerun. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you smash that like button, and make sure you're having a great day today, okay? We'll have a talk at the end of the video. So anyways, we got ARAB. We got some updates. Geez, people aren't coming in the room. They got to come in the room faster, man. You got to come in the room faster. But yeah, ARAB. There's updates. He was convicted today. I guess they found him they found him guilty. Sorry, along with a lot of other people. That's unfortunate that happened. So because they're trying to paint a lot of things on ARAB, like they're trying to give him like a kingpin status. And that's just crazy to me, honestly, because I don't think he should get it that bad of a charge. Now, I think it all started. Now, I got to do more of a timeline with this, but I think it's because the guy Tez got picked up. And also there was a lot of, they said it wasn't from these interviews he was doing. Remember, he was very descriptive in these interviews. That wasn't smart, but I'm not saying that's not why he got picked up. And they built a case around him. They said there was a lot of, violence around him and everything. And this is what sparked them to do an investigation. They got apartments in his apartment buildings and they were watching them, following them on planes, everything. Some people took deals in the beginning and some people didn't take it to trial. That wasn't good. That's kind of a form of just like admitting guilt, okay? I know it's deeper than that, and I'm not saying anybody's wrong for doing that. Some people, they cop out. They just, because if you make the feds go to trial, they will give you the most amount of time they can give you at that time, because you just cost the country money at that point. The state, they're going to try to give you the maximum amount of time at that point because you took it to trial. So some people cop out because you get a better deal. But, ARAB, hopefully Dark Low gets out too. I don't think Dark Low deserves to be in jail. He was there supporting his friend. The guy Tez felt uncomfortable because that was Dark Low's old friend, and it turns out he was cooperating. He got witness tampering charges. Then they searched his house. They got a warrant for his house. There is no updates on Dark Low. He's in the what do they call it? BOP? Excuse me, I had to burp. They call it the BOP or something. I hope Dark Low gets bail and they let him out because, Dark Low's a really good person, man. And I don't think he was partaking in this kind of stuff. He had already been to jail before. He didn't want to go back. Dark Low's probably one of the most talented rappers coming out of Philly. That's a fact. Dark Low, I would say, I would go as far to say is he is the most talented rapper in Philly. He's very descriptive. He's speaking about real life if you listen to his lyrics. I mean, he's a true artist to me, I don't even think he wanted to rap in the beginning. That's the funny thing. He had no aspirations to rap in the beginning. ARAB got him to rap. Dark Low's probably the best rapper in Philly. And Philly is an amazing place, man. I've been lucky to work in Philly, with all the, BDC, a bunch of people, and Philly's just something special, but it's like Boston, New York. I'm from New York, but Boston's special too. There's something special about these cities, something special about it. There's a special vibe. It can't be described. Anyway, shout out to Philly. And hopefully Dark Low gets home, and hopefully, I don't know what to say about ARAB. I think he's in a horrible situation, so. And, when you take it to trial, that's the risk, because I think you already know you're going to go to jail because their conviction rate. If they took you to, if they locked you up, definitely, someone said Dark Low's definitely, he's one of the best in Philly, man. You might not believe, that's how I feel. We're going to get to J Hood in a second. I'm going to play a trailer from a J Hood thing that's coming. Anyways, and I'm going to get to the chat. I see everybody. Kev Smith, Samantha Smith, Malik, Terry, Hollow Man, Trey Bucks, Jay Reloads, Jermaine Jones, Kerry Williams, Jason Paulson, MR401, Arnold Jackson, Wakiki Smoke, DJ, Marl Morrison, Street Rich TV. What we got here is 50 Cent thirsting over Lizzo. He said, can't handle it, can't handle it. No, that's a Love Boat. Remember, he was talking about Lizzo earlier, and you know, he had things to say about Lizzo before, and don't forget to smash that like button if you're in the room. He had things to say about Lizzo before they had a little thing, and then now he's thirsting over Lizzo. But you know, we all know he's with somebody, but it's a joke. But you know, Lizzo's Lizzo, you know, just doing her thing. Some people say they'd smash Lizzo in the comments. Miss Numi Asbury, what's good? Was really, really good. Yay, Ari in the building. Okay, Malik, what's good? Arnold Jackson. I said Smith, Ross Range. We got Malik. Greg Navarro. Then we got Tory Lanez. He says the rap game is kind of messed up because everybody's... I don't know exactly what he said, but he said it's not in a good place. From my perspective, I think a lot of people are... There's only a few artists that are standing out that are own. Tory Lanez is one of those people. Tory Lanez is standing out on his own. He has his own kind of style. I wouldn't have said that years ago, but now I do. You got a lot of artists that are special. You got, you know, we call him Six Lack, but it's black, right? He's incredible. You know, you got your Kendrick Lamar's, your J. Cole's. You got those guys. What's his name from YBN Amir's camp? You got YBN Amir, something Cardone. I forget his name. He's really good. You got a lot of artists you got some artists that are really special out here. Sleepy Hollow's from New York. He's doing his thing. But there's a lot of artists that sound exactly the same. YBN Corday, that's his name. Thank you. There's some artists that sound the same. There's some artists that are different. A lot of artists sound the same. They all sound like Young Thug, Future. You know, Atlanta totally influenced rap. Let's be honest. A lot of our rappers are trying to sound like that. There is no tax zone updates right now. You're the second person to ask me that. I'm going to start looking into that, actually. Yeah, I don't think he went to trial yet, or whatever's going on. Mama Raiden was good. I see you. Jason Paulson, Jay Brown. Oh, I appreciate that, Jay Brown. Rich Lifestyle. Where are we at now? We're at 740. Okay, should we play this J Hood thing? Let's play this. Make sure you smash that like button before we get into the J Hood. This is a trailer. Me and J Hood did like an hour and a half. I'm going to break it up into pieces. Don't worry. This is just some highlights from it, but you're going to want to watch every piece that I drop on this. And it's not negative. You know, D-Block was a special crew. J Hood was, you know, super hot when they introduced him. I don't think they dropped him in time, honestly. But all these guys really are brothers, like deep down, you know? So I wouldn't pick J Hood out. They all did wrong in these situations. I'm just telling you that. They all had their part in doing things wrong. And he admits his wrongs and all this. But, you know, there's a lot of details. A lot of people see things a certain way. So anyways, let's get into this with J Hood. It's the J Hood trailer. I feel like you guys resolve things, but you guys really all still need to sit down because everybody had their own faults in this. Everybody did, you know? And you guys really just need to sit around as brothers and just say sorry and just talk about it and really move on. Like really still be, it might never be the same, but you guys should still have that brotherly love with each other still, you know? It seems like that's still broken a little bit, but I know you still love them, and I'm sure they still love you.
Laugh and be like, yo, I did some wild shit, man. That shit was crazy.
I mean, you can apologize for the stuff you did, right?
Yeah, I actually did. I apologize to each one of them individually. But, yeah, man, it's like, spoke on it. I should have been vocal about it. It's a lot of shit that I did that I would have did differently now that I'm, you know, a little bit older and I view things a little different. But at that time, I could say now I was a little immature. You know what I mean? Like
your past is kind of coming back.
Don't it always?
It does. It is annoying, right? Past
Right,
always
right.
creeps up. Even when you put things in the past and make good on everything and everything's moving in a positive direction, sometimes people try to drag things back, right?
Definitely, man. You know
I'll
how that goes.
introduce it if you want.
What happened?
I'll introduce it if you want.
I mean, you could do that.
Oh, there's a guy named Bully that used to be part of D Block. He kind of came in a few years after Hood. He got signed to D Block. Um, and he did an interview with Queen's Flip, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he did an interview, and everything seemed good at first, and then somehow Hood got brought up, and he was saying, yeah, Hood, he wasn't ready. He never got dropped. He got he had a whole discrepancy with the guys, and the whole reason his album never came out was because it wasn't ready to come out. And now I gotta say, I was around during this time. If I've worked a lot with them in the past. I worked with Hood. Like, Bully's a nice guy, so like it's not like a real issue. Hood's not like attacking. He's just like, sometimes if you don't speak on something, a weird narrative gets put out there, so you just got to like
Right.
address it. That's right. I can just tell you that when Hood came out, Jewels was coming out. They both had huge buzzes. So Hood could have dropped whatever around that time. He didn't have to be ready. I don't think Jewels was particularly ready when he dropped his first album, but he had a buzz.
That was bubbling. We also had a joint called Nobody. That was my joint. You know what I mean? I had a joint with DJ Premier. I had another joint called Do It Like This that was warming up. So we had numerous joints, man. I even had a joint with Chingy after he sold 3 million records. You know what I mean? Like, I had another joint with Lil Flip. Like, I had joints with all kind of dudes on this album.
Didn't come out, and that led to them having an issue. The only artist I could ever see, two artists I say from New York that put people on and put them out, 50 Cent and Cameron.
I mean, Hove too. You can leave Hove out.
Hove, but it was like Dame. Dame was really big. Hove was kind of focused on Hove. Jay-Z co-signed all those artists, right? It kind of felt like that. It was like more of a team effort.
Debunk the ridiculous statement that he made about me not being ready. First and foremost, that was never the issue. I was more than ready. Anybody that's familiar with D-Block, they know at that time I was hotter than fish grease. Very beginning, and elaborated on the idea of how to create this movement and what to call it and everything. And they when I say they, I meant Sheik, because originally it was me, Sheik, and my ex-manager at the time, which is Hit. We sat down and came up with the whole idea of doing this movement. Mm-hmm. And afterwards, SP and Kiss came aboard. You know what I mean? And the name was created. But before the name was even created, we was running with Locks Entertainment. Because if you listen to one of my first freestyles on, like, I don't know if it was Clue or not Clue, I meant to say like K-Slay or somebody, I was shouting out Locks Entertainment. Then we came out with the name for D-Block. So I helped create this shit versus a nigga that just came aboard.
So you were part of the creation with all of them, D-Block.
Yeah.
And you guys all did a great job, marketing D-Block. It's a stamp still to this day.
Right. And
everybody did a great job marketing it,
And my thing is this, not to take nothing away from anybody that was ever signed over there after, I left or whatever the case be. Mm-hmm. A lot of talented guys was over there, but truth is truth, and I have to be honest. I'm not trying to toot my own horn or do anything like that, but you have to speak what needs to be spoken on. And the truth is, no one ever generated a bigger buzz over there than what I did when I was over there. When we got a situation worked out with Koch. You could come over here with us, and you could get $3 off of each album, versus you staying here and only getting 85 cents.
Right.
So at that time, it was like a no-brainer. I'm like, you know what, y'all the big bros, you ain't got to say it twice.
Sounded good.
If I could get out this situation, I'm out.
Yeah.
So they got me about that situation. I had got a $35,000 advance. Let me throw that out there. They gave me $35,000, but the way that I got the $35,000, I was like 17 at the time. So I got the $35,000, and not only did I get the $35,000, but I got an accountant that handled the $35,000 for me. Excuse me. He was
for real?
he was charging me like $850, $900 a month. You know what I mean? So,
wait. Why would you need an accountant for 35 grand?
listen, man, it was crazy. It was crazy. So,
Whose advice was that?
and this was their accountant.
And he charged $900 a month?
Or if
Wait.
so, you know what I mean? I don't need no accountant for
It's
35.
pretty easy to do the taxes on 35 grand.
Yo, man, go sign a deal with Kachi. I never told this what I'm about to tell you right now. So I told him my lawyer was on his way. My lawyer wasn't there.
Did you guys pop bottles like Bully did when he signed his deal?
Nah, it wasn't. I don't know about none of that. But to be honest with you, that was the last time I seen that paper. This is real shit. I never seen it after that.
Your lawyer didn't get a copy?
I mean, he got a copy further on down the line, but as far as like my original copy that he had, I'd never seen that.
Okay, I have a question. That just sounds funny, though. I can imagine Sheik in his backyard burning the contract. Like,
that's where I was getting to. You know, normally when you sign a contract, you're not supposed to wait no longer than like a week, 2 weeks. You know what I mean?
2 weeks.
Yeah, at least 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So after the 2 week time period, 3 weeks passed.
Okay.
And they're like, yo, listen, and I have to keep pointing this out. Well, $20 or $25,000 out the D Block account. And I was waiting for that. It just so happened that my house burned down. You know?
Yeah, okay, yeah, I remember that.
It was nothing.
Did they offer for you to stay with them if you needed to get away from your family or anything?
Absolutely not. A friend offered me that, and I stayed with a friend for a while.
And I'm not saying that Sheik, Jadakiss, and Southby had to do that. They didn't. They're not. That's not part of being a CEO. So, you know.
Right. You know, we sat down with Alan Grumpler, who was the general manager of Kachi.
Okay.
So he was like, "What up, Hood?" I'm like, "Ain't nothing. What's going on?" He's like, "Everything's cool with you?" I'm like, "Yeah, everything's all right, man. I heard the house burned down." I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Well, I'm sorry to hear that, man." Listen, man, I really just hope that you know, what we was able to give you, you know, helped out a bit. And, you know, I'm like, "What you mean?" He's like, "The guys came down here and told us that your house burned down and you needed a little help, you know what I mean, to get on your feet. So we cut them a $60,000 check to give to you." So
I forgot. Yo.
And this is not throwing shots at homeboy or none of that. They were saying my name or none of that type of shit, because like I said, I'm not going to take the same approach as he did and try to speak on him just to act like I know information about him, try to make myself look a certain way, because I really don't have, well, I have information on him, but
who we talking about, Bully?
Yeah, no disrespect to him, but he's not important enough for me to be speaking on like that. And like I said, shit was just never the same. You know what I mean? Like,
So,
I forgot why I didn't mention it to him, but until after the case.
Do you feel like because you didn't address that, it made something build up inside of you, keeping it inside, and maybe you gave off a vibe, you know, like it's possible, right? Because you weren't addressing something that was bothering you. I'm not giving anyone an excuse. I'm just saying, I remember that was your angry point, you know, where things kind of switched, and, you know, we'll get into, like, you know, you dragged the D Block. You were just doing things that were out of character.
To be able to receive or obtain that type of money. So it was just a lot of different shit.
A lot of anger was building up inside of you, and looking, you know, hindsight is 20/20, looking later, you being young then, you know, do you think that you were trying to be the man of the house still and just not deal with certain things, and that's why why didn't you deal with it with them, that 60 grand? Why do you think now?
Spoke on it. I should have been vocal about it. There's a lot of shit that I did that I would have did differently now that I'm, you know, a little bit older and I view things a little different. But at that time, I could say now I was a little immature. You know what I mean? Like,
we all still need to sit down, because everybody had their own faults in this. Everybody did, you know? And you guys really just need to sit around as brothers and just say sorry and just talk about it and really move on. Like, really still be, it might never be the same, but you guys should still have that brotherly love with each other still, you know? It seems like that's still broken a little bit, but I know you still love them, and I'm sure they still love you.
Laugh and be like, yo, I did some wild shit, man. That shit was crazy.
I mean, you can apologize for the stuff you did, right?
Yeah, I actually did. I apologize to each one of them individually. But, yeah, man, it's like...
All right, so that's going to drop tomorrow. That whole interview will be dropping tomorrow. That's just the trailer. Now, I knew what to ask to get the truth out of J Hood. Like, I knew there was deeper stuff there, and I knew he was ready to talk about it. We're older now. We're all, like, me and Hood are about the same age, so we're in our mid-30s. I think D-Block and those guys, they're, like Jadakiss and all them, they're in their early 40s. And, I think they should really make peace. Just Scooters, just John Cooley, what's up to everybody? I really want them to all sit down and just admit their wrongs and come back to, like, at least be cool again and show the public the peace, man. I think they all need to do a song and a video just to show D-Block fans that everything's cool, J Hood did a lot for them. They did a lot for J Hood. They did a lot together. It was a team effort. And you got to put your egos aside and admit where everybody's wrong came into place and move forward from it and never speak about it again, I'm sure they're sick of being asked about it. I know Hood's sick of being asked about it. And I would like them to all come back together and just be cool, at least. It's never going to be the same, but at least they could be cool. Because J Hood really loved those guys, and I know they loved him, and they just need to, like, make peace on it. And I hope they see that. He's just speaking his truth. He's not, this whole interview, he's speaking what happened, but also admitting his wrong. And he already apologized to them in person, but he wanted to apologize to them on video, and hopefully they can apologize back to him eventually, I don't know. Let's see. These are early 2000 D-Block mixtapes are gems. Oh, facts. Never forget, J Hood was the only youngin' going hard in his prime. But the money got to... Well, no. Killer Gaming, you're wrong. He didn't get to the money. The first, 25, 35... Okay, so 35 grand he got. That was trickled to him. Then he got 25 grand that was only given to him after his house burnt down. He had to give that money to his family immediately. Because think about it. If your house burns down, everything's gone. Everything's gone. No insurance. Everything's gone. You got to rebuy everything. Then that was it. They didn't really get to the money. You're putting your work in, doing free features on major albums and everything. And you're not getting money. Now, it's not their fault. They just didn't drop in time. It's not D-Block's fault. It's not J Hood's fault. They all collectively did things wrong, and they need to just admit that and fix it. That's it. I saw J Hood Sunday. J Hood doesn't work at Taco Bell. J Hood was hella sick on D-Block. Those guys are all good. They love each other deep down. And I don't feel like... they should just fix it up. Favorite Jordan Tower video, Euro featuring Max B Profile. Oh, that was a good video. Did they make him apologize on video? No. He's just talking about this because Bully brought this back up, and Bully's trying to, make it seem like... Now, I like Bully. Don't get me wrong. And I feel like Bully feels like he's backed in a corner because they kind of got rid of him now. And that came up, and he went in. That's fine. But still you got to make sure the narrative gets fixed. That's all I'm saying. What did someone say up here? They said, just shooting some... You guys are crazy. I took a pic with me and J Hood. Oh, okay, cool. Rodney Walker. Hood was the truth. Well, we're going to do... I hope you guys watch all the pieces I'm dropping over the next few days and everything. I hope you guys watch every one. I'm going to drop about 10 parts. And I'm going to get right to certain issues and get deep on the issues. Ask him how he was feeling and why he did that. And I'm going to call him out on things he did and ask about things that I thought was a little bit wrong that they did. Okay, so I'm going to ask the deeper story on that. I wish I could interview them all individually and then cut it together. That would be amazing, but they would never sit down and do that or do that interview. But I would love to... An honest interview, not an ego interview. Hood gave me an honest, heartfelt interview. And I think this needs to be resolved. I think they I hope this works towards them all sitting down and maybe doing, creating some music, trying to forget the past. I know it'll never be exactly the same, but, I hope they can at least move forward. Bella Keys, what's good? Let's get to the chat room. And Greg Navarro, John Boy. I can try, man. Young Poppy, yo, what's good? Clico G. I haven't seen you in a while, bro. Happy you're here. Cleve Nice. That's what's up, man. Rodney Walker, Killer Gaming, what's good, man? Brian Monroe, Greg Navarro, Vintage Web White, what's good? Rodney Walter, NBA City, Jay Haas, Rellington, Killer Gaming Strategist, Roger Dodger, Greg Navarro, Sick Nice, Chris Rowland, Arnold Jackson, what's good? JD, for real, you're right. I appreciate that, man. Ryo McLevin. I appreciate everybody that's in the room. Rama Raiden, what's good? I'm going for a walk. It's nice out. Okay. Clico G, I know, bro. Work life. I'm still watching, though. What's up, man? Work life. Appreciate you. Make sure you work hard. Now, anybody else just in here, I hope everybody's doing well. If you're not feeling well, read a book, work out, try to watch positive things. If you're like me and you're trying to trim up because, a lot of stuff happened in the past year with family and everything. I had to be the rock for certain people in my life, There was some passings and everything in the family. My mom got divorced. I had to be there. And I felt like I didn't work out enough, So what I'm doing now, I'll try to share with you guys what I'm doing, on video. I'm juicing again, eating like just vegetables like spinach, asparagus, canned tuna, shrimp, things that are, really healthy. I'm trying to clean myself up. I'm already 2 weeks in. I feel like my skin's better and everything. And I've started to work out more. This is a TV fireplace. I have a fireplace in the garage for the gym and upstairs, but no, that's done. Filipino Black, what's up? Appreciate you. Sweet Leaf, what's good? Shrimp. I know shrimp's better than beef though, right? For me right now, I'm just eating mostly I'm eating spinach and asparagus. Honestly, that's good if you saute it, and if you eat it, it's good, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. And I'll share the things I'm doing. It's a good way to ease into just juicing. I'm gonna be on a juice fast. No, Darklow's not sentenced. He has no release date. It's just unknown. It's spooky. Then I'm just trying to be healthy, man. I'm trying to lose weight. Eat meat as little as possible. I can't eat carbs anymore anyways. You're not even that fat, JT. What are you trying to lose weight for? Oh, well, I am fat. I need to lose 50 pounds. So I'm just being honest with you. 50 pounds, I'll feel a lot better. And I'll get there. I'll be there very soon. Trust me. Once I get focused on something, I don't need pizza or anything anymore. I already got the past 2 weeks. I've done the fruit, the veggies, everything. I've been eating veggies and stuff. So now I got that out of my system. That's the first step. Now I'm going hard at working out again. So I got a rowing machine. Once I get the guys finishing touches on my garage gym. It's nice, but I'll show you how what I work out and everything. What up, the Brio Younger? What's good? I'm going. Okay, you drunk uncle. All right, guys. Well, stay tuned. I got more news dropping tonight. I'll start dropping the J Hood parts tomorrow. Do music. I've addressed why I don't. I'll come on tomorrow. I'll tell you why I don't do music videos anymore. I feel like I talk about it every other live, but I don't mind talking about it. Okay. I appreciate you guys so much. You guys are amazing. Stay positive. Stay working out. Stay reading. Stay expanding your knowledge. Stay as positive as you can, but also keeping it real in your mind. Don't be overly positive because then you overlook the negative things in life that you got to step over. Sometimes you got to step over the negative things, okay? And don't let people mess with your energy. Always protect your energy. If you have someone around you that feels like you feel like they're dragging you down and dragging your battery down and your energy down, don't talk to them anymore. Don't talk to that person. Don't call them. Don't invite them into your space, where they are dragging your energy down and lowering your battery. Keep your battery charged. Be selfish and keep your battery charged, okay? I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate your support, and I hope you guys have an amazing night, and I hope you guys stay supporting me because it keeps me going forward. I appreciate you guys, and I hope I can spread the love back to you guys that you give to me. I appreciate you guys so much, and you don't even know how much I appreciate you. Peace.